Hi, Kay Michelle. How are you?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Cool. Thank you for taking the time out for the interview. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for interviewing me.
No problem. Just want to first talk to you about your debut album, Pain Medicine, which you've got coming out in the spring. First off, tell me what the title Pain Medicine means to you.
The title pain medicine basically means it's a medicine, it's a healing, it's a therapy. It's the kind of record that talks about everyday issues, not just how a man left you, but everyday issues from struggling with your sexuality to issues such as domestic violence. So I'm offering a form of healing and a helping hand to a lot of my fans. So that's why pain medicine and the title is so important to me.
Cool. And your bio talks about that you co-produced and wrote, every track on the album. So, tell me about where you developed those skills in writing and production.
Well, now at the time when I have my bio, now I've been working with a lot of different people like Sean Garrett, things like that.
Okay.
R. Kelly, and they put their touching hands on the project. And a lot of my skills have come from just being, ever since I was little. God just wanted me to do it. So I've been singing. My mom put me in classical pianos. I've been banging on the piano and singing since I was little.
Okay, cool. Give me some background on the single you got out now. How many times? And tell me how the song came together.
How Many Times is a record that I absolutely love. It's a different kind of sounding record. Nothing right now sounds like it really on the radio. And the record was written by Sean Garrett, produced by Black Elvis. And I took out a lot of time to sit with Sean and to just let him know what I was going through. We talked about my life. We didn't just go in the studio and hit the ground running. It took a couple days. We just talked and hung out, and he wanted to, kind of portray what I was trying to say. I wanted a brighter sound. I was tired of being fully depressed, too. So he gave me that. So that record just came from everyday life.
Okay, cool. Tell me more about the album. What can we expect to hear in there? What's the sound like and all that?
The album is amazing. The album is basically a mix. I have a song that's kind of a country song. It's a mix between a lot of different things. It's good R&B, but at the same time, it plays a little bit into blues. It's a different kind of album, but you're gonna get the core of what you came for.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about it.
Cool. Your bio quotes you as saying you want to be the voice of single mothers, broken-hearted women, and women who are judged and misunderstood. So, what made you kind of want to take that approach, and what does it mean to you?
It means everything, because all the stuff that I've sacrificed to be the voice of women I've never seen and I don't even know their names.
Yeah.
It's very important to me. It's important to me because I'm a single mother, because I have my son and he's my life.
Yeah.
So I'm taking on a big role and big shoes to fill to try to be the face of those women. But I've been through so much, I feel like I'm the perfect candidate for it, and I'm just going to keep fighting.
Do you feel like people you've come across who have heard your music, they can relate to it and they really, are taken by it?
I mean, people can relate to anything if they put it into terms of how they want it. I feel like not only can they relate to me, they can live by my mistakes.
Yeah.
And they can live by my music. And I get letters every day saying how you changed my life and you helped me.
Oh, wow.
And that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing something. It's worth it. I mean, I'm doing shows, making money. But it ain't even about that. I'm really, you have to eat, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I never got into it for, to be the biggest star in life. I just really like people saying, you helped me.
Cool. Can you talk to me about your working relationship with R. Kelly and kind of how he helped you develop as an artist?
He helped me develop a lot. Like, I had lost a lot of self-esteem, had a lot of issues and things like that with my record label, and them just not getting it, and them really sleeping on me for a minute or whatever, and you want to give up sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody thinks the record deal is the greatest thing to get. Sometimes it's best to grind out and then call the shot.
Mhm.
So, he basically came in and told me, you know what, it doesn't matter. You might not break as an artist on God, you might break 2 deals later. But what matters is you keep the main thing the main thing. And that's the music and what you're doing.
Yeah.
So he really pepped me up and just gave me a boost of confidence. And every time I get down a little bit, I speak with him. And every time I get down, I realize what this fight is about. So I will forever be grateful to him. And that's my friend. And
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have him in my life.
Cool. You know, he released his album Love Letter, which got great reviews, and you were the only feature he had on there. So, you know, what did that kind of mean to you?
Everything. Like, I'm very excited about that. Like, you know, a lot of times we get so caught up in what we're trying to do. We get used to things like, you know, that I never thought I'd have the, you know, fan base that I have now. Let's not talk about being the only feature on the R. Kelly album and receiving my first gold plaque. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm grateful, but I still need to take some days to live in that. I haven't lived in that moment yet and say, wow, okay. So, I'm excited. And I need to slow down a little bit to live anymore.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, you've used social media in the past to help drive your career. You know, as a singer, you know, how important do you think it is nowadays for artists to use social media for their success?
It's very important. I've had the Twitter struggle, saying too much, getting in trouble, doing shit like that. It's very important though, so I'm just trying to balance it out. I don't think I have it down pat at all because I be so open and honest that, you know, I don't know if I'm losing fans from it or bringing them to me. So it's important, but you got to find a balance, and I'm learning the balance because I don't know it yet.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you on Twitter. I mean, I see you, you know, interacting with your fans and almost having conversations, asking them questions, hearing what they have to say. It seems like you genuinely enjoy interacting with your fans. So, you know, is that the case?
I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. I actually do love talking to people. I'm a people person, so when you have people, you know, some people think you might need to stay off of it because you need to mystique a little bit or something like that. It's kind of confusing as an artist. Like, I don't know which way to go. Like, do I not talk? Do I talk back? But I know in my heart, I enjoy it.
Cool. You know, I've heard many people compare your style and your sound to that of Keisha Cole, and I was wondering, how do you respond to these comparisons? Do you like those comparisons? Does it make you, you know, do you feel pressure from it?
No, I just feel like they're deaf and dumb.
Okay.
Basically, because they don't know, you don't know music. Because I'm a classically trained pianist. I do this.
Yeah.
And I love music. I study. I dissect it. So just because we two girls that just had a rough situation, and because we've gone through things, you know what I'm saying, that does not necessarily mean we are alike. I respect her and her grind. I listen to Keisha Cole, you know, years ago when I was going through things, you know what I'm saying, and she helped me a lot. So it's not a knock when I say I'm not nothing like her. It's just saying we are two different individuals.
Yeah.
And if you get into my body of work and you know exactly who I am and how I perform in different things, you know, there's similarities, but as a whole, that ain't me.
Yeah, that's very fair. One last question. You know, I read in your bio that you were vocally trained since, you know, the age of 7, and you were offered a music scholarship to study yodeling. Is that true? I was a little surprised to read that.
Yeah, I got a scholarship to Florida A&M University for yodeling.
Okay, tell me about that.
I went there to audition, get a music scholarship, and I yodeled, and I sang other songs too, but the yodeling, they was like really shocked because it was a black university. Yeah. And I ended up getting a music scholarship.
Oh, wow. Do you ever plan or have plans to incorporate yodeling into your music?
You know, I think R. Kelly has incorporated some yodeling in his music.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me want to, but I'm not kind of feeling like yodeling right now.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's all I had. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, that's really nothing. I just want to say thank you for interviewing me and trying to help me get my message out there.
No problem. And best of luck with the new album. And I look forward to hearing it.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, no problem. Take care.